Shadow English like a pro. Boost confidence and fluency for total beginners. Unlock your 1% potential. 9 daily habits that separate the extraordinary. The Awakening. Why the 1% mindset matters. There is a moment in every person's life when they stop and ask themselves one question. Am I living at my highest potential? Some people ignore that question and move on, but a few people listen. A few people feel something inside, a spark, a fire, a quiet voice that says, you can be more. This voice is not loud. It does not shout. It whispers. But if you listen closely, it can change everything. The truth is simple. Greatness is not luck. Success is not magic. Confidence is not born. It is built, step by step, habit by habit, day by day. The world is full of people who wish, but the world is shaped by people who act. You already know this deep down, because part of you is tired of waiting, tired of excuses, tired of feeling stuck, tired of feeling like life is passing by while your dreams are still sleeping. Today, things change. Today, you learn how the top 1% think, how they act, how they build discipline, how they stay focused when others quit, how they stay committed when others get distracted, how they become extraordinary in a world full of ordinary habits. But before learning the habits, you must understand a truth, a powerful truth. Greatness is not a gift. Greatness is a choice. You choose it every day, in silence, when no one is watching, when motivation is gone, when results are slow, when it feels easier to quit. That is where the 1% mindset lives. Not in big moments, not on stage, not in front of the world, but in the small moments, the tiny actions repeated with discipline. This is where potential becomes reality. The 1% mindset starts with a promise to yourself. You cannot change your life without making a commitment, not to society, not to your family, not to your boss, to yourself. A promise, a personal contract, a declaration. It sounds like this. I will not waste my potential. I will take control of my life. I will get better every day. I will stop waiting and start doing. If you say those words and mean them, something shifts. Your mindset wakes up. Your self-respect grows. You step into a new identity. Not a follower, not a dreamer, but a creator. You become someone who does the work, even when you are tired, even when you doubt, even when motivation disappears. Because motivation is not the key. Discipline is. Motivation feels good, but motivation disappears. Discipline remains. Discipline becomes automatic. Discipline becomes who you are. And when discipline becomes identity, growth becomes natural. Ordinary versus extraordinary. The difference between ordinary and extraordinary is small. A tiny difference. A single word. Extra. Extra effort. Extra focus. Extra patience. Extra resilience. Extra consistency. Anyone can start. Few finish. Anyone can dream. Few execute. Anyone can say one day. The 1% say today. The ordinary person looks for comfort. The extraordinary person looks for responsibility. The ordinary person avoids struggle. The extraordinary person uses struggle to grow stronger. The ordinary person waits. The extraordinary person acts, and every action becomes a signal to the brain. I am not ordinary anymore. I am building something powerful. I am becoming exceptional. Your mind is a garden. Imagine your mind as a garden. Your thoughts are seeds. Every day you plant something, whether you notice it or not. Some seeds are negative. I can't. It's too hard. I'm not ready. What if I fail? If you water those seeds with fear, doubt, excuses, and procrastination, they grow. They grow fast. They spread roots. They become beliefs. And beliefs shape actions. And actions shape your life. But there are other seeds, stronger seeds, seeds of power. I can improve. I can learn. I am capable. I am responsible. I am becoming the kind of person who succeeds. If you water these seeds with discipline, focus, consistency, and courage, they grow too. Slowly at first, but steadily, then suddenly. That is how transformation happens. Not all at once, but gradually, then undeniably. What holds most people back? It is not lack of talent, not lack of time, not lack of opportunity. It is one thing: lack of consistency. People start strong, then stop. They wait to feel motivated again. But consistency is built when you work even without motivation. Most people also fear failure, but failure is not the enemy. Fear of trying is the real danger, because when you stop trying, growth stops. Potential dies. Failure is feedback. Failure is training. Failure builds muscles, mental muscles, resilience, self-belief, wisdom, strength. The 1% do not avoid failure. They use it. The power of small daily habits. Massive success comes from small, consistent actions. Not one big change, but hundreds of tiny improvements. Wake up earlier than the person you were yesterday. Read one more page. Take one more step. Do one more repetition. Push 1 inch further. It may feel small today, almost invisible, but small steps, repeated daily, create unstoppable momentum. One step does not make a journey, but one step begins it, and another step continues it, and consistency completes it. Your future self is watching. Right now, there is a future version of you, stronger, smarter, more confident, more successful, more disciplined. That future version is waiting for you to show up, waiting for you to commit, waiting for you to stop delaying, waiting for you to start living the life you deserve. Your choices today decide if you ever meet that future version. When you choose discipline over comfort, your future self smiles. When you choose progress over excuses, your future self grows closer. When you keep going even when it is hard, your future self becomes real. The decision. So here is the turning point. Right here. Right now. You can continue living the same patterns, or you can become someone new, someone stronger, someone disciplined, someone unstoppable. You do not need to be perfect. You only need to be committed. Because once you commit, everything changes. Your mindset shifts, your priorities shift, your energy shifts, your life shifts. This is the beginning, the awakening, the moment you step into your 1% potential.
In the next part, we will go deeper. We will break down the first habits. We will build the foundation. We will train the mindset of discipline, focus, clarity, and direction. But before continuing, take a breath. Feel this moment, because this is not just information. This is transformation. You are not reading a chapter. You are rewriting your story. Part 2. The habits. How the 1% think, act, and win. Now that your mindset is awake, it is time to build the habits that separate the extraordinary from the ordinary. Habits are powerful. Habits shape identity. Identity shapes action. Action shapes destiny. The right habits make success easier. The wrong habits make success impossible. These 9 habits are not complicated. They are simple. But simple does not mean easy. Simple means clear. Clear means doable. Doable means possible. And when you repeat something possible every day, it becomes unstoppable. Let's begin. Habit 1. Wake up with intention. Most people wake up by accident. They wake up late. They wake up tired. They wake up with no plan. Then they rush. They hurry. They repeat yesterday's chaos. The 1% wake up differently. They wake up on purpose. They wake up with clarity. They wake up with a mission. This does not mean waking up at 4 a.m. It means waking up before your life starts controlling you. When you wake up early enough to think, breathe, plan, and prepare, you become a creator, not just a reactor. Before you pick up your phone, pause. Sit or stand in silence. Take one slow breath in. Hold it. Then release. Say to yourself, "Today I choose discipline. Today I choose growth. Today I choose to live at 1%. That sentence will set the tone for your entire day, because how you start affects how you finish.
Habit 2. Train your body. A strong mind needs a strong body. You cannot build discipline only with thoughts. You must feel it. You must live it physically. Exercise is not just about muscles, weight loss, or looking better. Exercise is self-respect. Exercise is mental training. Exercise teaches you to push past resistance. When your body says stop, discipline says continue. When your mind says enough, strength says one more. You do not need a gym. You do not need equipment. You only need consistency. Walk, run, stretch, sit-ups, push-ups, jumping jacks, anything. The goal is not perfection. The goal is movement. Because when you train your body daily, something amazing happens. Your energy rises. Your confidence grows. Your stress drops. Your brain sharpens. Your focus improves. A trained body builds a trained mind. A trained mind builds a powerful life. Habit 3. Feed your mind. Your mind is always eating something. Every day you feed it content. Some content builds strength. Some content destroys it. Trash in, trash out. Strength in, strength out. Successful people feed their mind with growth. Books, podcasts, lectures, learning, reflection. Even 10 minutes a day creates change. 10 minutes of learning is better than 1 hour of scrolling. Scrolling entertains. Learning transforms.
Ask yourself, what did I learn today that makes me better than yesterday? If you cannot answer, your mind is starving. A powerful mind requires fuel. Choose carefully. Choose content that helps you grow, not content that keeps you small. Habit 4. Plan with clarity. Most people do not fail because they are incapable. They fail because they are disorganized. No plan, no priorities, no direction. The 1% do not rely on memory. They write plans. They write goals. They break tasks into steps. A clear plan removes confusion. A clear plan builds confidence. A clear plan reduces stress. Each morning or the night before, write 3 things. The most important task, the second important task, the task you must not avoid. Just 3, not 10, not 20. When you finish these 3 tasks, your day is already a success. Small wins build momentum. Momentum builds confidence. Confidence builds discipline. Habit 5. Practice being present. Most people are not living. They are thinking. Thinking about the past. Thinking about the future. Thinking about mistakes. Thinking about fears. But life only happens in the present. Right now. This moment. You cannot change yesterday, you cannot control tomorrow, but you can control what you do next. Presence improves everything. Presence improves learning. Presence improves relationships. Presence improves performance. When you eat, just eat. When you study, just study. When you work, just work. When you train, just train. Single focus beats multitasking every time. A focused mind becomes a powerful mind. Presence is discipline. Presence is strength. Presence is control.
Habit 6. Delay pleasure. Choose progress. The ordinary person chooses what feels good now. The extraordinary person chooses what feels right long-term. Comfort now or success later. Temptation now or transformation later. Instant pleasure is easy. Late-night movies, video games, scrolling, snacking, junk food, escaping. But every time you choose comfort over growth, your potential gets weaker. Discipline is choosing what matters most over what feels easiest. You train your brain every time you resist instant gratification. For example, if you want sugar, wait 10 minutes. If you want to watch a video, finish one task first. If you want entertainment, earn it through discipline. Delayed rewards build strength. Earned pleasure feels different, stronger, cleaner, more satisfying. The world wants fast happiness. The 1% build deep happiness. Habit 7. Keep promises to yourself. This may be the biggest habit of all. Every time you break a promise to yourself, you weaken your identity. You teach your brain, I don't finish things. But every time you keep a promise, something powerful happens. Self-respect grows. Confidence grows. Discipline grows. Start small. Make a promise you can keep. Examples. I will read for 5 minutes. I will drink water first thing in the morning. I will walk for 10 minutes. I will practice English for 15 minutes. I will finish today's task before relaxing. When you prove to yourself that you can trust yourself, you become unstoppable. Stop asking, what if I fail? Start asking, what if I become the person who never quits? Habit 8. Reflect and adjust.
The 1% do not repeat mistakes forever. They observe, they adjust, they evolve. Reflection is simple. At the end of each day, ask, what did I do well today? What can I improve tomorrow? What did I avoid that I must face? 5 minutes of reflection is enough. Reflection turns experiences into lessons. Lessons become wisdom. Wisdom becomes power. Most people repeat the same year of life many times. The 1% use each year to grow.
Habit 9. Rest with purpose. Rest is important, but there is a difference between rest and escape. Rest renews energy. Escape avoids responsibility. The body needs sleep. The mind needs calm. The soul needs stillness. Successful people work hard, but they also rest deeply. Sleep 7 to 9 hours if possible. Turn off screens before bed. Slow your breathing. Let your mind soften. Let your body reset. A rested mind performs better. A rested body lasts longer. A rested soul thinks clearer. Rest is not weakness. Rest is strategy. Putting it all together. These 9 habits are not random. They are a system, a roadmap, a foundation. Wake with intention. Move your body. Feed your mind. Plan your priorities. Stay present. Delay comfort. Keep promises. Reflect daily. Rest deeply. Each habit builds discipline. Each habit builds power. Each habit builds a new identity. You will not master everything in 1 week. You do not need to. Master one habit at a time. Repeat it daily. Then add the next. Small steps, simple actions, consistent effort. That is how the ordinary become extraordinary. That is how the 1% mindset is built. Part 3. The transformation. Becoming the 1% version of you. Now you understand the mindset. Now you know the habits. There is one final step. The transformation. Transformation is not a moment. It is a process. A long process. A meaningful process. A process that changes you from the inside out. Most people want fast results, but fast results are fragile. Slow growth builds foundations. Slow growth builds character. Slow growth builds identity. And identity is everything, because you do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your habits. And your habits come from your identity. So now, you must build a new identity, a 1% identity. Step 1. Decide who you want to become. Before you change your actions, you must change the story you tell yourself. Ask yourself, who do I want to be? How do I want to think? How do I want to act? What kind of life do I want to live? Picture that version of yourself. See their posture. See their confidence. See their discipline. See their focus. See how they speak. See how they move. See how they handle fear, stress, and challenge. That is not just a dream. That is you, unshaped, untrained, unexpressed. Identity comes first. Actions follow. Say this quietly to yourself. I am becoming the person I admire. I am becoming someone I can trust. I am becoming the 1% version of myself. When identity and action match, transformation becomes natural. Step 2. Accept resistance. Every journey has resistance. There will be days when you feel strong, days when everything feels easy, days when you grow, succeed, and improve without effort.
But there will also be days when everything feels hard. Days when motivation disappears. Days when fear returns. Days when you doubt yourself. Days when progress feels invisible. Those days are the real training. Those days build strength. Those days make growth real. If you continue only when you feel good, you will never finish anything important. Resistance is not a sign to stop. Resistance is a sign you are on the right path. The 1% mindset welcomes resistance, not because it feels good, but because it builds character. You do not grow from comfort. You grow from challenge. Step 3. Focus on progress, not perfection. Perfection is a trap, a heavy trap, a silent trap. People wait to be perfect before they begin. Perfect plan, perfect time, perfect confidence, perfect skill. But perfection is impossible at the beginning. You learn by doing. You improve by practicing. You grow by repeating. Progress is the goal, not perfection. If you improved even 1% today, that is progress. If you made one better decision, that is progress. If you kept going instead of quitting, that is progress. Success is not one big win. Success is many small steps, repeated, stacked, accumulated. Small progress becomes big change. Slow progress becomes unstoppable results. Never underestimate a small step taken consistently. Step 4. Build confidence through action. Confidence does not appear magically. Confidence is earned. You earn confidence by doing difficult things. You earn confidence by keeping promises. You earn confidence by taking action even when you feel afraid. Fear does not disappear. You learn to move with fear. You learn to act through fear. You learn to grow because of fear. Every time you take action, even a small one, you send a message to your brain. I am capable. I can do this. I am learning. I am growing. Over time, these messages become belief. Belief becomes confidence. And confidence becomes identity. And when confidence becomes identity, life changes. Step 5. Become patient with the process. We live in a fast world. Fast food, fast entertainment, fast dopamine, fast distractions. But real success is slow. Slow and steady. Slow and intentional. Slow and meaningful. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with your progress. Be patient with your growth. A tree does not grow fruit the first day. A seed does not become a tree overnight. But every day it grows roots. Roots that nobody sees. Roots that support everything. Your habits are roots. Your discipline is a root. Your consistency is a root. Your mindset is a root. Be patient. Keep building. Your time will come.
Step 6. Surround yourself with better energy. Your environment matters. Your circle matters. Your influences matter. Some people will support your growth. Some will not understand it. Some will try to stop it. Not because you are wrong, but because your change makes their comfort uncomfortable. Some people prefer the old version of you, but you are not here to stay small for others. You are here to grow. Surround yourself with people who challenge you, people who inspire you, people who think bigger, people who want more from life, people who choose discipline, not excuses. If you cannot find those people in your life yet, find them in books, videos, and learning. A strong mindset needs a strong environment. Step 7. Celebrate your wins. Do not wait for the final goal to celebrate. Celebrate progress. Celebrate effort. Celebrate Commitment. Every small win is a step forward. Every completed habit is victory. Every disciplined choice is success. When you celebrate progress, you train your brain to enjoy growth, enjoy discipline, enjoy improvement. This keeps motivation alive. This keeps momentum strong. This keeps identity aligned. Say to yourself, "Well done. I showed up today. I am improving. I am proud." Self-respect grows from acknowledgement. Do not ignore your effort. Honor it. Step 8. Never stop learning. Mastery has no finish line. Growth has no final form. Improvement has no limit. The 1% mindset is not about being better than others. It is about being better than yesterday's version of you. Curiosity keeps the mind alive. Learning keeps the soul expanding. Ask questions. Explore ideas. Challenge beliefs. Try new things. Stay open. When you stop learning, you stop growing. When you stop growing, you stop living fully. Stay a student forever. Step 9. Know your why. Growth is hard. Discipline is hard. Success is hard. But staying stuck is harder. Living below your potential is harder. Knowing you could do more but didn't, that is the hardest feeling. To continue, you need a reason. A strong reason. A personal reason. Ask yourself, why do I want to grow? Why do I want discipline? Why do I want success? Why do I want change? Write your reason. Repeat your reason. Carry your reason. Your why will protect you on difficult days. Your why will keep you going when motivation disappears. Never forget it. The final message. You were not meant for an average life. You were not meant to settle. You were not meant to live small. You were meant to grow. You were meant to build. You were meant to rise. You were meant to create. You were meant to express the greatest version of yourself. The road will be long. The challenges will come. You will fall sometimes. You will fail sometimes. You will doubt sometimes. But if you keep going, if you stay consistent, if you stay patient, if you stay committed, your transformation will come. One day you will wake up and realize, I am not the person I used to be. I am stronger. I am wiser. I am disciplined. I am focused. I am confident. I am extraordinary. That day will not be luck. That day will be earned. Step by step, habit by habit, choice by choice, day by day. You have the potential. Now you have the roadmap. The rest is action.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Self-Study Every Day for more helpful lessons. Leave a comment and tell me what you want to learn next.